the outside of the Oshawa Curling Club, the host of the Canadian Junior Cup, where 14 men's and women's teams will fight for the right to represent their country in Switzerland.
Just slid wide.
Okay.
Hello, Canada and viewers around the world. My name once again is Matthew Hall, bringing you all the live action from across the sheets over the next 3 days. We're here in Draw 4 action. We have a women's game, once again, as our marquee matchup as we look at Team Aucoin representing the Grimsby Curling Club facing off against Team Markle from the London Curling Club. Taking a look at the team lineups here. Leading off, throwing the Yellowstones is the lead and skip, Daniela Aucoin. Second, Maddie Giles. Third, Jenna DeClerc. And their fourth rock thrower is Ashley DeZura. Facing off against them with the Redstones out of London Curling Club leads Sadie McCutcheon. Second, Scotia Maltman. The vice is Evelyn Robert. And the skip is Julia Markle.
You got it, Sadie.
Good sweet.
Plenty of experience between these two squads.
Do you get time?
I'm sure a game that
Ash?
will not disappoint as we see some rocks in play picking up here in the first end. At the end of the lead stones, we see Sadie McCutcheon's second rock coming. It was a draw to the button to decide who started with hammer. Team Markle with their first practice just bit half of the back 8 foot, but unfortunately Team Aucoin with their second practice missing the rings, so it is Team Markle starting with the hammer and the red stones here in the first end.
Is it out? Is it?
Daniela Aucoin takes her position back in the house after delivering the lead rocks. And we get our first look at Maddie Giles.
They're all there. There. T-line. 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 $14.8 on that.
Okay.
$14.5. Okay. You got it, Scosh. Thanks so, Maddie. That's what I got.
Maddie Giles coming up just a little bit heavy on that freeze. Not bad, but just bumping, bouncing off, leaving Scotia Maltman the chance to make a good hit and roll here under the guard. We've seen most of the weekend that many of the misses have been on the heavier side. We're looking at very fast ice conditions here this weekend, something that teams will have to adjust to. This is still the first game for many of these teams, so of course it'll come with time.
Your kick seemed
Something they're going to want to figure out fairly quickly if they want to be ready for the playoffs. It is a very short round robin, only 3 games for each team, so you really can't afford to drop more than one if you want to see yourself in the quarterfinals. As described earlier, 14 men's and 14 women's teams on the U21 side of the bracket. The top finishing Canadian team will receive an all-expenses-paid trip to Switzerland to compete in the Swiss Cup, the sister event of the Canadian Junior Cup, being held in Basel, Switzerland in the new year.
Yeah. That's
Certainly
minimum
a prize
ice,
that
I
many
think.
teams
Do you think that's
would
minimum
love
ice?
to get the chance to play for come Saturday.
I think that's good. You got it.
Don't touch it. Okay.
Okay.
Very nice. Makes the double peel, opens things up, keeps her around a corner guard.
Oh,
But with the way the Reds are set up in the 4 foot right now, you're pretty happy if you're Team Markle. And first look at the team Aucoin third, Jenna DeClerc.
Clean.
Wait only! You got lots of rounds!
Maddie?
Gotta be right to it! No bump, no bump. No bump.
I don't know. She's. Oh, really?
Got the chance to speak to this Aucoin team a little bit before the game. This is actually the first year that all four of them are playing together, so they admitted they're still working through some of the kinks and trying to figure out each other's styles, but they're quite happy with how they're progressing, and that's something that can really take a lot of time for some teams, longer than most people would think. To get used to each other, to figure out each other's ticks, what makes someone play better or become a better teammate. Something that really is tough to do in 3 months since the season began, but as we move forward into their playdown season, something they're going to have to really tune up. Jenna and Daniela have actually played together for a couple of years before this, so there is some starting chemistry there. On the other side, on Team Markle, first year together as a foursome, but Julia and Scotia played together for 5+ years, whereas Sadie and Evelyn are also around that time, 5 or 6 years. So lots of experience there, very used to each other. Hopefully got a little bit of a head start on the team dynamics and have been playing well.
That's not ideal.
Pretty good result there, rolling in underneath the guard, exposing that yellow in the 8-foot, moving that redstone back off a little bit of an angle so it's a little bit easier to get rid of that yellow. A nose hit right now would probably
In case I just hit the yellow
end up
a
scoring
little high,
3 red
lose
if they
both
get
of
the
those two,
opportunity.
and roll over. That's fine. Please. Yeah, it's not bad. I'm okay with this.
Very interesting call here by Daniela, asking Jenna DeClerc to make the corner freeze on the shot stone with that yellow so exposed. You have to be very careful about where you place this rock. If you're playing the freeze on the red shot stone, you need to be very accurate with it. Even if you make it, you might leave a double. Might end up getting a pretty good result out of it anyways. Coming up a little bit light, but ends up as a guard.
Okay, we're second.
Yeah. You don't like moving?
Sure.
Just give them one. How's it supposed to score?
We got hammer. Hammer.
I know.
But it's not in play. I don't know if you can get to any of those rocks because I feel like if you
Hopefully it doesn't go
Evelyn
off the
Robert's
blue and,
second rock of the end about to come.
You could see enough of this to get rid of it.
She's built a very successful career so far, winning the silver medal at the Canadian Juniors not that long ago in Stratford. But this shot, getting a
Thank you.
bit of an unfortunate result, running it straight back. If that curled up just a
You like
little
going
bit
up?
more, they might have been able to get away with a double. But stuffs both yellows in there, leaves yellow buried shot stone top of the
You gotta
button.
tuck a piece though.
And now,
Just fighting
swing and
center.
momentum,
Yeah,
big
hold
chance
it
here
tight. Yeah.
for Team Aucoin to really put the hammer down. Would love to get this right to the top
How did I do
4-foot,
that?
frozen on that shot stone, dead buried.
Okay. Top 12, just tuck a piece.
Is your sign look good?
We're
Your sign look good.
all right. Yep. Okay.
Still a second.
Yeah.
First look at Ashley DeZura here
Well,
from the lefty hack.
PPD. Yeah.
Sweepers seem to
Yep,
think it's a little bit heavy, but
Okay. Okay.
ends up bouncing off a little bit. Doesn't end up in the worst position. Probably leaves a double.
Yeah. Like a quarter.
Yeah,
Looks like
or
it might be a
Okay.
little thin to try and catch it, but it's probably there enough to push
I
the
think
yellow
at
out of the
least
forefoot and at least
yeah.
sit one red.
Sorry, I heard like
Would
topping.
leave a second chance
And
for
then I heard
Ashley
back
to
eight.
draw
There's a
one
quarter,
into
you
the
think?
forefoot
So I
and
was like,
6
hey,
shot
you can
stone
get it
You got it?
afterwards.
but then they stopped sweeping it.
No. Yeah, I mean, it was heavy.
So I was like, okay.
Maybe
But-
just a misplay there by the Aucoin team. No, if you knew that rock was heavy,
Both.
probably would have been better for the sweepers to get on it, get it by this yellow in the top button so that you don't end up leaving this double. Even just a little bit to bring it back for probably would have been a slightly better result. This isn't easy though. You need to hit this fairly thin.
What is this? I know.
Megan Markle with her first.
Good, Julia.
Nice shot there by Julia.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good
shot. I think we're third. Second and third.
Very nice. 7-9. Yeah, I think we have.
Touches that second line enough to push it out. Looks like yellow is second shot for sure. Difficult to tell from the overhead. Might be third. I think I heard the comment from the Markle team
I
that
just have
they
like a tap back.
do think they are third shot.
Sorry?
So
I have like a tap back
Yeah.
or two.
Yeah.
not that that yellow-red
Yeah.
combination is
No,
very
they're-
accessible, but there could be a run back there for multiple
one.
points. So important for Daniela here to draw this one into the 8-foot. Would love to get it buried,
15-5.
buried side of the button.
No, I was a 15-1 to back 8. So high 15.
I think high 15s, yeah.
I think I
Like this top, they've thrown a couple
Yeah.
now, so.
just a little.
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
Take a look.
Oh, you guys, top four.
Whoa! Whoa.
Whoa, whoa.
No.
Needs to be in the forefoot. Needs to be in the forefoot, Jenna. Whoa, whoa.
You can see.
Seems like it has a very good chance. Might need to put the brakes on.
Okay.
And an absolutely
try and get
stellar
there.
shot there by
Like, I think you're just probably.
I don't think you're
Ashley
tapping
Dezura,
it into the
sinking
8-foot.
that rock to the side of the button, dead buried. Really no option here for Julia Markle to
High then.
access that Yellowstone for anything more than one. So likely this is just a draw to the pin for a single point here and a great start to the game for Team Aucoin after missing out
Draw to
on
pin.
the draw for Hammer.
Yeah, she just
Either
got
res-
15-3 too.
Regardless of the result of this shot, they're going to be pretty happy.
So I think we're okay. We get away with the 15-5s too.
Julia Markle with her final stone here in the first end needs the full button, the pinhole to score her one.
Okay, it's okay.
Looks like she might have pulled the
17-3.
string. It's just not going to get there. Sweepers back off. You hear the call there. It is one yellow, so a steal of one for Team Aucoin out of the Grimsby Curling Club here in the first end. They'll take a
Peace of mind, the life you want, and financial independence. At World Financial Group, we believe your path to any of these goals is paved by financial knowledge. That's why our agents spend every day empowering individuals and families of all backgrounds with the knowledge to create the life they want. No matter your financial goals, WFG can help you own your future. Visit worldfinancialgroup.com to learn more.
Try and get 2.
Even at the left corner, like if they put one, like if they put Only down one, so
Yeah. We're good.
it's not awful.
And the teams have finished their between end meetings, and we come back just in time to catch the first stone
53, 55. That
of
side's
the end
warmed up.
here,
This side's not warmed up as much
coming
yet.
from Daniela
For that
Aucoin.
one.
Of course, as I mentioned
17.
before, she does call the game but throw
Okay.
lead stones. So she'll throw these first 2 stones and then take her place in the house. Ashley
I did that
Desura
one,
holds
I
the broom
think.
for her,
I'd
the
put
4th
my-
rock thrower.
Oh,
A very good start to the game in that first end. You
Sit.
always love to come out of that. If you can't win the hammer, coming out of that first end with a steal is of course great.
you gotta say
Still lots of work to do though. I know a lot of people like to look at that first end. If you end up giving that steal, you like to take the mentality that pretend you didn't have hammer, pretend you forced the other team. It's a good way to look at it. Of course, giving up that steal though pushes the odds out of your favor, so it'll be up to Julia Markle's team here to
Top four.
focus on executing here in that second end. They had
Who's
a
wrong?
really good setup. It was mostly a result on Evelyn Robert's second shot, that run back, that double jammed in the forefoot,
That was so
left
confusing. Good.
Aucoin's team
15 on that
sitting
one.
shot rock
You
buried,
know where that is?
and they never looked
Lexi?
back after a fantastic final draw by Daniela to set up the steal. Good start to this end though. We see a center guard go up, followed by
Yeah, if it's right on top of it. If it's like top 8,
Team Markle
And
making the
triangle
draw
behind-
to the top of the 8-foot in an
Top four,
excellent
then on-
position. Now we'll see
guys know
Daniela
it.
Aucoin try to replicate that and freeze on top.
make sure take a
Looking around across the sheets, we have plenty of games on hand, all 8 sheets being used across both the U21 and U18 divisions. We'll keep you updated online scores as we move
got it,
forward
you got it, you
throughout
got
the
it. All the way,
day
all the way.
today.
It's a guard.
But plenty
Sorry.
of action here. If you are local, come down and support the curlers, support the event. The
Sorry, just down.
committee puts on a great job throwing this event every year. This trip to Switzerland being the marquee prize was for the prize for this event for a long, long time, for many decades, until about the 2008-2009 campaign. That was the last year that it was offered. Those teams got the chance to go to Vancouver to watch the Olympics, the 2010 Olympics, but unfortunately due to sponsorship issues and COVID issues much later, they weren't able to quite bring that trip back. But Grant Cowan, the current organizer of the event, put in a lot of work to get the sponsorship, to get everything they needed to bring that back, so that these
Should
curlers
be
can
more of a
have that
difference then.
experience.
What was the first one? The 3? The first one?
First one was 6.
The first one, the 6 rock?
Maddie Giles here with her
Time
first
difference
stone at the end.
was not
Red
that
Hawk slipping a little bit deep, almost to the back 12, so
Based
there's
on the
definitely room to work with
7. The
here.
first one was 15.
Would love to sink
So,
this on the top of the
the
button
6
if they
would be
can,
close.
although we've seen most week this intern tends to curl that little bit more. The sweepers need to hold it. And they won't, unfortunately, just touches off. Stays up high, so
Good sweep.
even if Julia Markle is able to make the hit and roll underneath here, there should be room to work with, but pushing that yellow a bit more behind that high guard, getting everything in line. If Scotia Maltman's able to make a very good hit and roll here, it could spell trouble.
9-5. Yep. Yep. Whoa. 9-5. 9-9.
That's fine.
Moves the yellow, stays right there. Blocking all access to the forefoot for Daniela Aucoin at the moment. Could
Good
play
go,
the
Shield.
outturn
Yeah.
draw and
7.
freeze to the red, or you could try
Like, we don't want to be peeling
Hate
though.
to
It's a good
just
spot.
leave 3 reds sitting
It's harder
around
for
without
them to
the
wrap
hammer,
and
so
put there.
would love to get rid of at least one of them. Either
Peel.
hit it on the nose and stay right there where you can tap it up later or use
I can't
it,
hear you.
or hit it a bit
You're
right
going
side, try
off.
to make a double.
Tell them down.
The yellow rock.
Ah,
Looks like they're going to take the time to talk about it.
I can't hear you.
These teams are on time clocks this event, so they
Stop
have to
it.
be a little bit quick with their decision making, and it looks like they might have figured something out.
I don't know.
Peel.
Looks like they're going to stick with
No.
the hit. Either right on the nose, stay right there, or a
Thirsty.
bit off the side, make a double. Either are great results at the moment.
I don't know. Whoa, actually.
That is pretty good. Leaves that yellow in the way, so
should it
can
do? Why
definitely
did we
use
do that
that later. Either run it back onto the shot stone or tap it up for shot rock.
I can't hear you because I'm listening to these people. Oh, okay, that makes a little more sense. Do you hate that? Yeah, I just don't know what we would feel. You like? The what? Like what we just did?
Those of you watching from home on YouTube, feel free at any moment to drop in the chat where you're watching from or any questions that you may have. I have it up here beside me.
T!
We get another look here at Scotia Maltman.
Back four! Back four! It's back eight. It's true.
You like this? Do you like this? Do you like this?
Do you like that?
Yeah.
Or do you like that?
I like
I like this right now.
Okay.
What? Okay.
Jenna DeClerc, third rock thrower for Team Aucoin, attempting to make this draw.
That's got lots of
All there. Back eight.
It has lots of curling to do.
Can I curl
Okay,
it?
let's sing.
Yeah, no.
No?
Roll far.
And just a bit too much weight.
Yeah, like
there.
a-
Line would have actually been okay if it was T-line weight. Looked like it was trying to
Like
work in
topping.
there. That intern coming home we found is curled
Okay, there's
a
the
touch
tap.
more.
That
15.5.
like little
Needs to take a
angle
bit
run.
more ice. Give yourself some room to
Yeah.
work with, but it will get there.
It's whatever you
Everyone,
like.
Robert will
though.
try to
Let's
do
draw
one
two.
better in the same spot.
So
Miss here is definitely light.
you gotta get something going.
Ending up heavy
Come on, the
doesn't
top.
really do a whole lot for you as Team Aucoin
Yeah.
will just follow you down. Even if you end up just
Perfect.
top 12 in the way, that's going to do a lot more for you than anything behind the T line. I think just missed the line call there a little bit, but
Okay.
at the end of the day ends up
Yeah,
in a
I
pretty
guess
good
so.
spot. There really isn't a hole
What?
there to get through, I don't think.
Yeah. Yeah.
You want to try it?
I think the
I
run
like
back is
it.
still there, though. That's what they seem to be looking at,
Hey,
wanting to
it's right
run that center line yellow rock straight back into the shot zone. If you can stick it buried, you're going to be in a very good position.
Julia? How did I throw that one?
Asking
How
for
did I
10
throw
second
that?
hit, so that's the time between the hog lines.
Heavy. You threw it then. Stay down here.
Jenna de Klerk a little bit wide
Is there anything
out
else
the
we
hand.
can do? Things more.
Maddie.
Ashley Desura on the broom, now Maddie Giles. Moves both stones. That yellow angle run back is still accessible. There might be an in off now as well off that stone that was pushed over to the side.
Yeah,
12.
then. Okay.
Alright, plan.
Okay, there is that double run again. Still
I don't know if I can't really tell. She likes this.
I don't know if you're
can't
able
tell
to
if you would be in
in
if you
off,
roll from
off
here.
of ours, like come in this way and
Yeah.
chip it
Off of
that
that?
way. Yeah.
I think that's easier.
Yeah. It's just options for you.
Yeah. There's also just a straight
I
tap.
think it's a little. Oh, never mind. Pressure top. It's a little
So I
water.
don't like the run going this way though.
Seen this spot out here, tends to
I
jump.
think-
You want
'cause
to
I
get
just
on the
think
sweep
that's
a little
getting,
bit earlier
like-
than you think. Now Maltman trying to get it to work in behind that guard. Love to get this to the full 4. Not quite,
Now
but
I
still
don't
in
mind
a
it.
very
'Cause
good
now you
spot.
can evolve them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
2 options though to make this
Where you gotta
yellow
hit.
run back now. You could run it straight back onto the one they just threw or angle it in
Yeah.
behind the guard.
I don't mind that.
Even if you just hit this one and kind of flop over, like you know, like I don't find that either.
Yeah.
That's probably a lot easier than doing this.
Like
Yeah.
if they make
that.
the.
Do you like it?
Yeah, I do.
Do you like 10?
Which one?
Yeah.
You got it.
Into that one. Okay. That's riskier than just a straight back. I feel like.
Okay. We're gonna run that onto the one they just threw. 9-5.
What's the time on that one?
15-7. I cleared it.
Throw it okay.
I just gave you more. I just gave you too much. Jenna!
First rock here by Ashley Desura.
Jenna!
Seem to like it. De Klerk on it, trying to get a little bit of curl. And unfortunately, just either way would have been great. Just a little bit less or hitting a little bit more of it, but runs
Just
it
like-
through the hole. Only removes
Yeah, do
one
we ever-
redstone and rolls out to the
There's a
12
spot in the
foot. So
middle
it is still
there.
red sitting 3.
I was like, okay, well, like it looks like it's coming in,
If
and then
we
it
come-
stopped, and then Jenna.
Here. No, then they're just gonna
So-
play.
So like at least here we make it hard for
Yeah,
them
then
to
they
get
just
one
might
up.
have this to be shot, but then we would still probably have this one.
As long as it's on
Yeah.
this side we can run it.
Yeah. I think that's good. Like biting top
Okay.
8.
Yeah. I don't even think there's terrible. No,
I think that's good too.
That's all.
Yeah, but then their shooter goes and we'll have this one to run
Play
in.
that.
I think.
There. Probably edge is close.
Those two will
Edge of 8.
Edge of
Yeah.
8.
Yeah.
We're taking about here for the draw.
Try to.
So do you want a hair more? Okay. You got it.
Hear this discussion there between Julia and Evelyn on where exactly they want this rock to
Got a
end up.
9
I think
feet
they'd
post,
love it
yellow
to
guards. Like,
finish just biting the top 8 foot just enough to sit 4.
they're hot, but
You heard the discussion there that light is the tolerance, so any missed light will still work for you. As long as it's in that hole, you're going to force Team Aucoin to play a very difficult run back to try and save the end. If you slip a little deep, you might let them out of it, might give them a double. Definitely not the position you want to be. So just bite the 8 foot here. First rock by Julia Markle here in the second end with a lot on the line.
Hard line. One's good. One's good. Yeah, top 12. Hard straight, hard straight. In and off. Okay, whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Ah, shoot. Okay.
Okay,
16-5.
Shot over that one. Do you like this?
Does end up
I
coming
think
up
Again?
I
a
have to
little
play
bit
this.
light,
Yeah.
but again, forces
It should
Team Aucoin
if
into
you
this
get
very
nose,
difficult
that's okay
run
too,
back.
but if you get a little bit of
The depth that we wanted, it just over.
yeah, it's just off nose.
10.
Yep.
Over curled a hair.
Yeah.
Threw well.
Similar.
Your weight was perfect.
Just nose. I'm gonna go with 10.
No, not. Yeah. Yeah, ideally roll your way. Well, she knows of it. Then the shooter, or then the 7 is gone. She makes it. With the roll under. Then we'll
Final
have the
stone from Ashley Desura,
draw.
looking at 3 and needing a saver. Giles on it, needs to hold the line. Gets 1. Gets 2, but it jams over on the yellow stone back of the 12 foot.
This a 3.
Yeah, just noses for 3, right?
Oh yeah, sorry. Oh, sorry.
No, you're good.
Fortunately,
I think
just
like
that little catcher at the back of the 12 foot kept that red rock
Like that,
around
you got it,
for
Julia.
third shot, and it's a nose hit for 3 for Julia Markle. A big momentum shift after the way that first end finished up. A chance now to come back and take a 2-point lead.
9-7. That was good.
Have lots of room to roll on the inside, not much if you roll away. Make sure you give this to the sweepers. This spot has been curling quite a bit that we've seen so far this week. Sadie McCutcheon on it right out of her hand. Holds the line. Now you hear the clean. They like it, and it's right down to the Yellowstone. Makes contact, removes it. As you look around, 3 red on the board for Julia Markle. A bounce back end here in the second. She takes a 3-1 lead.
When it comes to the game we love, having the right gear makes all the difference.
Gold Line's new curling shoes and brooms are a game changer.
The shoes, unbelievably comfortable.
And the brooms, lightweight and effective, giving you control on every sweep.
When I step onto the ice, I'm not just prepared, I look sharp.
Have you seen these shoes? They are a game changer.
And the brooms, light as a feather.
It's a Gold Line.
It's a Gold Line.
It's a Gold Line.
And is the choice of champions.
Okay, let's keep her.
Yeah. I think that's, no, corner, yeah. But like for when we don't have hammer.
Yeah.
I'd rather go in
Got it.
rather than
Okay, sure.
going into the corner. I mean, going like as a guard.
Get our 2 back. We got
Picking
it.
right back up here after that quick break. Sadie
Let's go to
McCutcheon
shoot.
delivering the first
You guys got
stone for Team
Control.
Julia Markle after a huge end. Was really all over Team Aucoin right from the start. And Sadie made that draw around the center guard at the beginning, and Team Aucoin
Not
was
sure at
never
all.
really able to
I just
make
wanna
a
make
freeze
sure.
or capitalize. At the end of the day, it was Markle scoring 3. They have a 3-1 lead as we pick up play here in the third.
15-9. Yeah, I like going to this side. Yeah. All right, I'll give it to you guys.
Play.
Really, this
You got
has
it.
this
I'll
game
play.
so far has been all Team Markle.
Tight.
Even that first end, they were in a great position, except for an unfortunate run back by Evelyn Robert.
Oh, yeah.
They still had a draw for one at the end that was missed. Team Aucoin not playing not really playing all that poorly at all. Just a couple small misses, a couple rub-offs and rolls on some freezes, a couple
Go,
heavy
Sadie.
misses, and just getting themselves into
Me too.
some issues early in the ends.
Okay, 3. You got it. 2 feet less.
Thanks. Bye. 3. Top 12. 3. 2.5.
I blacked out. What was it? What was it? Sadie.
Both of these teams played this morning at 8:30. It was Markle coming out with the win over Team Vivier 7-2. Team Aucoin lost a very close decision 3-4 to Team Beauchemin.
You got it. Hard, 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 hard.
A very good setup there by Danielle Aucoin. Looks like that. Yep, that last rock just got to the
Do
rings.
we ever go around
So they are
this way
sitting
so that
second
they don't
shot
have
buried behind the
Okay, never
corner.
mind.
Julia Markle electing to ignore it for the moment with the
We
5
just
rock
threw this.
rule in place. So asking Scotia Maltman to make a draw around
Sorry.
the center before she starts peeling guards or trying to deal with that situation on the side.
Top bar. Top bar. Yep line, yep line. Top. Good. Top bar. Top bar, let's do it. It's bumping.
Curling in, maybe just a little bit overswept. The sweepers knew that it was heavy most of the way. Julia felt they needed to go for line, which they probably did. Got by the guard with a little bit of space, but still ended up in a good spot. This is a really critical shot here for Maddie Giles. It's really important to control your weight on these. As long as your weight is close to what's asked, then you're going to give your sweepers a chance to make something for you. You don't even
Well, it would have been probably
necessarily
top button
need
T.
to make contact with the rocks behind the guard. As long as your weight's good, you're close to hack, you could touch the guard and still end up in a good spot, although this is
Hard, Jenna. Hold it,
very
you got it,
tight
you got
out
it.
of Maddie's hand. Got the sweepers on it immediately. Gonna get that guard pretty thick. Roll to a corner on the other side. Not the worst result. Removes the guard, exposes those reds in the rings, moves to another
So do you, like, feel
quasi
it?
corner guard. Although if Julia Markle's team is able to just keep placing that guard, eventually Team Aucoin will need to make some sort of run back now.
No! No! Three. Six.
Excellent shot there by Scotia Maltman.
Okay. That's good. Do we ever peel or do you think?
Of mine, actually,
Just
from
keep-
the Trillium Curling Camp.
If we pick that, they do the double. I feel like give a 2 max. That's just fighting.
Hate this.
Maddie Giles looking to make the run back. Looks like just going to get the guard, just get the guard, miss both rocks in the rings, rolls out of play, and we're looking at the same situation. So unless Team Aucoin is able to make a run back or move some stuff around with that situation in the top 8 foot, likely see Julia Markle continue just to throw up this guard.
Just take an extra second. You're good.
Lim Robert, the former Canadian junior runner-up. Sweepers are on it. McCutcheon on the inside. Maltman on the out. Watching this rock right down to a pretty good spot. A little bit higher than what was called. There might be the opportunity to throw something light and dig at those reds, but I think I like the run back a lot better. You're probably not moving those reds out of the 8-foot. Either of them.
Did you ever play something on our yellow?
These guards are.
Yeah.
I said the guards are making me nervous.
Okay.
It's okay. They're running out of rock. Hopefully.
9.
Oh.
Discussion on whether or not to run the yellow in. It's a little bit tricky because if you ever miss that yellow run back, then red is still buried behind the red center guard. At least by playing on the red, if you don't make the run back, you open it up, you force Team Markle to once again make a good guard. There is the chance for the double peel here. You don't want to just stuff it. They will just stuff it, so it actually improves that secondary guard for Team Markle, and now they just continue to throw up this center guard, and it now will be behind 2 red stones rather than having the yellow there.
And now we're like, guard now. You know?
Yeah. I don't have that they can't hit and roll under the guards. Make sure.
Got it right, you got it, hon.
It's the call! The call! Dragon to center goal! Keep it moving! Really good sweep, guys. How did that do?
Robert once again making a very good.
They got that over. Jeez.
Team Aucoin's running out of rocks
That's
here.
what I
Really
did.
needs to make something
Yeah.
happen soon.
I was like, the
Love to
desperation
either
in my
get
voice.
both of the center guards or move
That might, well,
one of the rocks in the rings or both. Jenna de Klerk.
oh.
Gets the guard, gets one of the red stones off of the 4-foot, so situation a little bit better for Team Aucoin, but does leave 2 guards up, and that rock's still in the top.
Yeah, we could just try another one on this side. That's fine. That's fine too. Try for top 4, do you think?
I think so.
This tolerance is probably a couple feet short. You got it.
That's long, but it's there. What do you mean? Oh, well, like ours? Yeah. Like even ours on the center. I think that's like your last shot. I don't think it's your first shot.
I think the one on the center.
Here yet.
Theirs and
No?
Later sky.
It's just tight.
So
Julia Markle with her first stone to the end. Would love to sink this, get this full 4 behind all that mess up front. Give her the chance to steal a couple points this end.
Lots of room. Yeah, Billboard, it's curling. It's curling. Stay straight. 15, 9. Really nice. Good sweep, guys. Oh, that's good.
You might even be able to get
16, good sweep.
low. Yeah. Do you want to try that, or would you rather try the draw?
I don't mind that.
nice.
You think I know this?
It goes right in the crotch.
Yeah.
9.
Our wing guess was way
Just
off.
off nose.
16.
Do you want to try it?
Let's try it.
If not, you peel.
Yeah, I thought it would have been slower out there.
You like it?
Yeah.
Do
you like
Yeah,
9
they're
or 10?
good.
I like 9.
Yeah.
9.
Are they trying the
Yeah. The good thing is that if they just dead nose one of them, it's no shot.
Yeah, that was 3.
Okay.
We always have our own run.
Yeah.
If need be.
Ashley Desura, her first rock here in the third, needing a big run back to get her team out of trouble. Gets one guard, gets the other, stuffs the red over on the side, and doesn't really improve the situation all that much. It is now just a lone yellow guard.
Just there. Or do you
You
ever
like
put it
that?
on
Chance
top?
for Julia Markle to sink another rock into the top 8 foot
Just
and
out. It's wide.
more or less
Yeah,
guarantee
I think either way she
a
might.
steal of 2 or 3
That's it,
unless
gets there.
Yeah, either way she'll probably try this draw.
Ashley Desura can come up with a fantastic draw
Aim
in a
for.
spot that would be new.
Are you trying for a 3?
$90.
Line over weight here. So if it's a 2 but it's on the line, that's fine. But we want a 3.
One. Straight for Sadie. 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 Okay, whoa. Whoa. It's right here.
Needs to get off the corner, just does.
That's
Makes a last move into the
16-6,
top of the
good
12
judge,
foot.
guys.
Maybe
What do you
not
wanna do?
quite as deep as
You can draw
they
this way and try and get a clip of the 4.
would have liked, but still in a very good spot. Actually blocks
early
off
shot.
maybe an out-turn draw that could have been played by Ashley to the other side of the 4 foot. Likely only shot at this point is to play a wide
You like this?
What is it?
in-turn
draw this way.
draw for her as a lefty. On
Where?
the right side of the
Here,
sheet as we
no?
look
Like
at it.
through
Try
this
to grab
way?
the side of the 4 foot.
No, okay.
16-6.
But
Like you.
I don't think that's
So we can
fair.
probably get like 16 to 2.
So tight.
16
And it's going against the staggered.
Okay.
Do you like this?
Then I don't see what else I have.
Okay. All right, you got it.
It didn't even sweep that, so that would be like draw.
Yeah,
Almost,
probably
like-
could have gotten it to bite.
Zura will be throwing against 3 red stones once again. 2 ends in a row.
Kind of crazy.
Right. Draw. Yeah. 4 over there.
Bite the 4 over there.
She hasn't thrown many draws.
$15.
Final stone here
T!
in the third
Gotta be
end, needing
T!
a piece of the side
It's
of the
really out
4 foot
right now.
to score their 1 against 3.
Hey, watch it.
Sweepers
A little bit of pressure.
not liking it, saying it's a little bit heavy. Clerk and Giles back off. It'll slip into the 8 foot, back into the 12 foot, and through. It's a steal of 3. Red stones And Team Julia Markle, after giving up a steal in the first end, just 2 ends later now leads 6-1.
Peace of mind, the life you want, and financial independence. At World Financial Group, we believe your path to any of these goals is paved by financial knowledge. That's why our agents spend every day empowering individuals and families of all backgrounds with the knowledge to create the life they want. No matter your financial goals, WFG can help you own your future. Visit worldfinancialgroup.com to learn more.
It's rock
Might
solar.
be a really early night off.
Yep.
And we're back picking up action here in the fourth end after a big steal of 3 by Team Julia Markle out of the London Curling Club. And once again, just an end that was in their control right from the start. Ashley Desura has not had much to throw at the last couple ends, throwing against 3 on both of her last shots.
Yeah. And that rock also, like, it's probably a little slower.
The top Canadian teams on the men's and women's side in the U21 bracket will go on and represent Canada
I think maybe that
at
one's
the Swiss Cup, the sister event of
a couple beats
the
slower.
Canadian Junior Cup here,
Yeah, I said it way too late.
hosted in Bern, Switzerland
In your
in
prep.
the new year.
Got it, girls.
Actually, Julia and Sadie on Team Markle were the top Canadian team at this event, on the top Canadian team at this event last year. Actually went on that trip to Switzerland. So I was talking to them about it. They said it was a fantastic experience and would love to do it again.
Probably 6
They
feet
were
more.
playing for Team Grace Cave.
Well,
last
that would have
year.
been
Did
like
not
2.5.
win this event, but the event was won by
That one's like maybe 2 feet slower.
the Swiss team that was here on exchange. So the prize goes to the top finishing Canadian team, which they were.
Back 4, back 8! Back 8! Back 12! She's saying girl. Yeah. Back 12! Okay. What was the time on the other one? What was the last one?
16-6.
She just threw it heavy. 13-9.
Just bored.
Danielle Aucoin calls the game.
All right, I'll
the
get the
lead
shooters.
stones for this team. What a fantastic setup here by Team
Yep.
Markle. Those red stones
Yep.
fairly
Yep.
well split
Yep.
across the rings. Really important that Daniela sticks around on this shot.
Hard. Really, really hard. Really, really hard.
Can't take out your own. Just unfortunately let that rock go a little bit softly. Was curling almost immediately out of her hand, and the
It was good. You
sweepers
threw an
weren't
11.
able to hold it.
Okay. All good.
Moves her own stone to the edge of the sheet and
Top 12.
rolls through the rings. And now a
Yeah.
wide open end
She got
here
top
for
12.
Team Markle.
You got it. Top 12! It's so loud. Oh,
Right.
okay. What? What's the target like that?
Yeah. If you come behind, it's okay.
Sorry.
You got it,
That
Maddie.
was tragic.
Redstone coming up a
I
little
swear
bit
that was
light.
going
Definitely a
in.
shot that Would have liked it to be in the rings, you would think. His redstone's not really set up great for a steal scenario quite yet, so want to keep all the play in the rings, not give too many chances for Team Aucoin to get something buried. This one needs some work though.
Sorry, Julia.
Dezura on the left, DeClerc on the right, but they aren't able to get it there. Rex on the guard pushes it into the rings. Now the chance for Team Markle to sit 4. Scotia Maltman will try to remove this yellow stone. Ideally, as close to nose as you can. Try to stick around in front of your shot stone. Protect it a little bit.
Yep. Clean, clean, clean. Clean. Oh, actually got 9.
We'll make contact, roll out. Still good. That's with a 5-point lead. That's all you really need to do. Just make sure that yellow rocks go out of play. You can see the time clock in the background there. All games are on time clocks here this weekend. With the prize that's on the line, they've done a lot of work to make sure this event is run as close to a true playdown process as possible.
Panicked at the beginning and what? Oh, I see.
Actually, though, actually.
Like I have that.
I don't like sticking back there. Can we just peel it out? You have what? I have like half the chicken.
Oh, I thought you said come down. Just 9.
Evelyn Robert being asked to pick out the yellow stone at the back of the 8-foot. Scotia Maltman on it early, needing to hold this off the line. Just sneaks it by, gets a good piece of that yellow. Almost sticks around. Didn't think that was possible with that kind of weight, but clearly played it that close to the guard.
Got it. Top 4?
If you're Team Markle and you ever get a miss out of that, like that out of Team Aucoin, you might be able to switch up tactics a little bit, play a bit more aggressively and try and put the game away now. This one curling quite a bit.
Wait, what? Oh, I did not hear it. Yeah.
And this is sort of the situation I was talking about with those staggered stones.
What if I just like...
The obvious call would be just to walk up, peel the yellow, make sure you keep it open, no yellows are in play, but certainly a scenario where the discussion could be had if you want to play a little bit aggressive, especially with it being so late in the end on Vice's second. They've decided to play the cautious call, the smart call, more likely. Make sure all the yellows go, that you don't give Team Aucoin any chances.
Sorry, thank you.
Runs it by, touches everything, but removes the yellow from
I
play.
like that
Those reds
stagger.
are staggered a little bit over on the side. You just heard the comment there. So if Danielle Aucoin is Jenna DeClerc, excuse me, is able to sink this rock around those reds, Likely won't be a run back to remove it.
I hate this thing.
Needs to get off center.
Did you get a time?
Back.
Do you want me to go?
Back 8.
Yeah.
Are you I touched it like a little bit. Okay.
You can see
Okay.
here.
How much?
10. Just start now.
No, we could, I think you could throw 10.
Okay.
Like you just have half.
Yeah.
Got it. You get a time and a step.
14.5.
Turn. Oh, that was me blowing onto my hand because it's so
Make it 10.
We're still fine for 10.
Nice clean release on this one.
Yep! Yep! Yep!
Scotia Maltman on this almost immediately out of Julia's hand. Looks like they're going to clip those top reds and roll
On 5.
by. Might have put
Okay, now it's
that
them.
second red in enough to be shot. And look, yeah, there's the confirmation by
We still come behind, and then you'll have a double for your
Daniela. But it appears as though red is
Here's okay
shot.
too.
Would like to sink another stone around this.
Alright,
Or
it's good.
should we
They're
play
one now,
some
but
kind of
just
run
a
back,
hair
or
tight
maybe
on
a
the slide,
freeze
I
where
put
she
the same
misses
size.
and might
Yeah.
have a shot for 3 back.
Maybe also minimum heights. Hard to say. 15, yeah. Still feel the same.
Still staggered.
Jenna's is a 14.6. Yeah. God.
Needs to be in.
It's okay. Just leave it.
Okay, well then, we'll let it sit. Just let it stop.
Yeah.
I'm gonna care more of it now. You threw a 9.5.
If you can get it in.
9.5
Okay, whoa, Jenna, whoa.
Yeah, you got it.
Is that the same ice?
It's a little more.
Julia's going to take another crack at removing this yellow stone. Bit surprising. If they're sure that red is shot stone, it's difficult to tell exactly how
No,
much you can
I
see.
don't think
This
so.
looks
I
like
think I'll-
maybe a half rock, so it's definitely not the most difficult shot ever. But if you're already sitting shot, you pretty much can put a draw anywhere in the 8 foot, and you get your force
Sorry,
that
guys.
way as well. Down to personal preference, though. She just threw the shot, so I should have a very good idea on what it's going to be doing. Her last rock here in the 4th, and the chance to sit 2.
Oh, yep, yep.
Maltman on the inside trying to hold this, gets it by the red, removes the yellow stone, and it'll be Ashley Desura throwing against 2 red stones with her final rock here in the 4th.
Make sure you're screaming at Scotia whenever I was screaming at you.
Get it there, girls. You got it.
Oh, I don't care.
Got it. You got it, girls.
Needs a good piece of the 8-foot. Sweepers seem to like it, but keeping their head down to make sure. Clean it right down into the full 8-foot for her single point. Score 1 yellow up on the board. And Team Markle, when we come back for the second half.
When it comes to the game we love, having the right gear makes all the difference.
Gold Line's new curling shoes and brooms are a game changer.
The shoes, unbelievably comfortable.
And the brooms, lightweight and effective, giving you control on every sweep.
When I step onto the ice, I'm not just prepared, I look sharp.
Have you seen these shoes? They are a game changer.
And the brooms, light as a feather.
It's a Gold Line.
It's a Gold Line.
It's a Gold Line.
And is the choice of champions.
No. The only thing is that they're gonna just then we're gonna still keep chasing. That's all.
I think Sadie's 6 might be like 2 feet slower than her 8.
Okay. What are we thinking for draw? Alright, I'll give it to you guys.
High 15. We can get 16s to tee with sweeping. I don't
We're
think.
back as we pick up play in the second half.
Up.
At the World Financial Group Canadian Junior Cup Draw 4 action, our feature game. Team Aucoin from the Grimsby Curling Club facing off against Team Markle from the London Curling Club. Team Markle with a 6-2 lead with the hammer, and Danielle Aucoin's squad will need to force the issue here in the second half to give themselves a chance. That first rock slipping into the rings is not a good start. Need to keep those first couple rocks up out of the rings. Give yourself a chance to hopefully draw around them later. Slipping into the rings like that does not do much for you.
Yeah?
Would love to stick around over on the side, and they do. Sadie McCutcheon, a very nice hit and roll.
Oh, sorry. Good. What? Oh.
Later.
Oh.
Make sure it's over.
I heard the groan. I didn't know what the. But I didn't know what about. Okay, get it to center. Get it to center. Close as you can. You got it. Hard, Jenna. Hard, Jenna. Good sweep. Yeah. Okay. Got it, Sadie. All right. T. It's there. Back 8. Might be through. Like through.
Curling just now.
Get a center up by Danielle Aucoin. Sadie McCutcheon's second rock trying to make a draw to the top of the 4-foot. Slips a little bit deep. Does hang on at the back.
That's okay.
Difficult.
Me too.
It's on the center line, so you'd imagine if it's in play, should be in
It's
the
hard.
rings,
It's like tough ice.
but
It's okay. Yeah.
the chance here for Maddie Giles to sink a draw around that guard. Sit shot stone buried.
Close shot slap, Toppy! Toppy!
You'd imagine if you're Team Aucoin, you need to play extremely aggressive from now on. Pretty much any point on the board for Team Markle is not a good sign. Love to get a couple steals in here to give yourself a chance. So Team Markle doesn't need to do anything fancy, especially with that first rock slipping into the rings and they're able to hit it. Now you just keep walking up, ripping And peeling these center guards out of the way.
So, I think Jenna did.
Do that a couple more times. If you ever get a missed guard by Team Aucoin, you can
Sweep
hit
it out,
the one
sweep
in
it
the
out.
rings, but
Good.
no requirement to really push the envelope early and ends at all.
8-2. Yours was
34.
14-3.
Very nice.
I kind of just like went for it.
What does that mean?
Like if it really like take time to hang, I was like, yo, let's go.
That's okay.
2-3. 2.
Close. Jenny's draw. I did not feel like. Really? I don't know. Oh, never mind then. Why did you tell me? I was sleeping. I just guessed. I was making shit up. You got it.
This is sort of what I was saying. That guard over curls, but really that Yellowstone on the side of the button isn't the best that Aucoin could have. With that rock splitting the center line, if you ever ignored that guard and just ripped out the rock in the rings,
Yeah.
Team Aucoin would likely make an even better draw around the center. Sit buried top of the button, or top 4 foot, for example.
Good.
So just keep ripping these guards. You can
That's
make a
good,
play on that. Could probably make a play on that rock in the rings on this
Jeez,
next
Isaac.
one if you really wanted to. I would
Jeez.
maybe be
Huh?
okay
One,
with
two.
waiting one more, even wait until Vice's second.
Actually, it's not on when the other team's throwing, is it? It's okay.
Another made guard, and Julia Markle wastes no time, puts the broom down for Evelyn Robert to make this peel.
Falls over and still makes the shot. Oh! No! Oh,
Makes the peel.
okay.
Unfortunate to remove that red stone over on the side. I don't think that red was ever really hurting you. Would have liked to keep it around as an extra point, but still a very good result.
Nice. She did it, done.
Depending on if that red at the back of the rings is in or not. Blank or 2 is still an option. Even a 2 is fairly unnecessary for Team Markle at this point with a 4-point lead. Just
Cleaning.
make sure any point that goes up on the board next is yours. This one needs to sit down, and it will, just short of the
Can I
rings.
try the... it's just gonna jam on the wall. It gets it at the 4 foot at least. It's a little thinner than, I mean thicker than that.
Alright, take that.
Yep, come back.
Perfect. Settle.
Shoot. Sorry. And there's slide.
You need too much ice. There's your own space.
That one? Was I a little wide?
How'd yours feel? Oh, ice is a super rate.
Right. What was- Okay. Should I be trying for 8? Or like,
No, I just have to
I
remind
don't
you.
know.
Like, it'll go a little, but it won't, like, stay. They're not, like, falling.
Well, 2, 3. Looks like it might over curl.
Yeah.
This rock looks like it's curling really early. It's gotten a little soft with it in the hand.
Yeah.
It's definitely going to over curl the stone in the rings.
Over enough. Make sure it's over though.
This is that
Yeah, super high
situation you
doesn't
were
come into
looking
play if we
for
take
as
it.
Team Markle. Try to remove
Yeah.
that yellow stone
How much you want to throw?
off of the button. Ideally avoid that back red if you can. Possibly sit too if it's there. Well, that yellow stone is so high that nowhere
Got it, Julia.
really
Thank you.
for Team Aucoin to bury one that you can't access.
Okay. I mean, it didn't, like, I didn't see it.
Just 10. Just a little flock on his foot.
Julia Markle and her first trying to sit two.
Oh! Whoa! Whoa! Scotia! Hard.
Scotia Maltman trying to get this to curl to avoid that back stone.
Okay, sorry.
She won't. It'll jam it there. That yellow definitely in the rings. A chance here for Ashley to
I didn't get it.
She can make the hit
11.
and roll, but find the guard buried. That guard wouldn't really necessarily be an issue for Julia Markle. Although
Sorry,
she would
I
be
could have
sitting
maybe
two
called
in
over the
that
top. I didn't
case.
know if we would stick with that. Just a little out on the release.
Yeah.
I didn't get the time. Maybe big, but like also that's a complete guess. So like, I don't know.
That one. Just
The clerk doing a lot of work there to get that rock to curl. Eventually does. Comes up, removes it from play, avoids the back jam, and sticks around on the side of the 8-foot. So mission accomplished here, more or less, for Team Aucoin.
just 10.
Definitely going to be a force here, unless Julia ends up rolling out with this last stone.
Fine.
Choosing the hit over the draw makes sense with this much of a lead. Just reduce the amount of risk. Julia Markle in her last. The 5th end.
Oh! Queen!
Evelyn seems to like it, calling queen.
Queen! Just queen.
Comes up just inside of the
Good one.
nose,
10-4,
makes the
yep.
hit, rolls towards the center, and scores 1. Mission accomplished here for Team Markle. They put a point on the board to take it.
Peace of mind, the life you want, and financial independence. At World Financial Group, we believe your path to any of these goals is paved by financial knowledge. That's why our agents spend every day empowering individuals and families of all backgrounds with the knowledge to create the life they want. No matter your financial goals, WFG can help you own your future. Visit worldfinancialgroup.com to learn more.
What's top 8?
And we're
Top
back
4!
6th end between
Back 4.
Julia Markle and Daniela Aucoin. Julia Markle holding a 7-2 lead over Team Aucoin here at the World Financial Group Canadian Junior Cup. Once again, my name is Matthew Hall, bringing you all the action
Fine. Good throw.
throughout the week.
Nice.
After
Do you
this
like
draw
that side?
tonight, there are 3 draws of mixed doubles exhibitions between the teams with some prizes available for them. So we won't be broadcasting that, but we will be back on at 8:30 a.m. tomorrow morning Eastern. Resuming our feature matchup play.
My hair falling out. Okay.
Yeah.
Hi.
Yeah. Get it over. All the way, all the way. Okay.
One of the girls there, not sure who, asking if their hair was falling out. As a man who, in his 20s, who's already balding, I know that feeling. Question I ask myself on almost a daily basis.
3, 2, 3.
And setting up pretty well here for Team Markle. One rock right on the pin, maybe a little bit deeper than you'd like. Early in the end, you want a control to be a little bit higher. Either biting top of the button, maybe full 4. The second rock, pretty well done. Again, maybe just a touch light. Those rocks could be about a foot or foot and a half closer to each other.
That was not
really
me.
like
Oh.
that. Nice corner guard by Danielle Aucoin. A little bit high. Might do
I
some
said
good to
things
throw
way
a
more
second one, maybe a little bit
than
tighter
that. Like,
that you
I
can use. Although if
it's
you
not a
slip
problem
into
at
the
all.
rings, it's not the
For me.
worst.
Hey. That's good, Sadie. Good pair. And it's in, unlike my one. No, look, I didn't know. I didn't see if she called 3 or top. I didn't sweep that hard. I don't know. See if she called it 3 or top 12. I was like, what? It's all good.
T. T. Back 8.
Four pretty good
Back
shots here
in.
to start this end. And the
Back
Danielle's
12.
second shot ending up buried around the corner guard. So Team Markle not wanting to entertain it, trying to draw a third rock into the rings. Would have liked this to be around the top 8 foot, but a little bit heavy, slips to the back 8, still sitting 2. So not bad at all. Now you will likely see Team Markle walk up and deal with that corner guard and the rock behind it on their next one.
Fine.
The situation the way it is, giving up 2
Wait, let
for
me
Team
think.
Markle is fine.
I think it was
Just nothing
14-5,
more than
I
that.
think.
You can play it really safe, walk up, just peel some corners, not take
I
on
think that's what my mind saw
any
before
risk.
I
If you
cleared
get
it.
a chance at an easy double, you can take it on, but don't do anything that might risk giving up a 3. This rock
Diving.
really curling. We've seen this spot a number of times already throughout the week, but it just seems to jump more than people expect. That one gliding by everything.
Don't do that.
You know, just
The
as I said,
base.
Julia wasting no
You got
time
it.
walking up to put
Yeah,
the
feel.
broom down for Scotia Maltman, make this corner guard go away. It's going to take a lot of work now for Team Aucoin to try and generate something more than a 2.
That's good. Oh, she just fell down.
Next one.
Maddie Giles taking a second attempt at this hit. changing up the turn. This out turn should be a little bit easier to control, although it looks like their coach might have a different opinion. Timeout is
So
called,
hungry.
and we're going to tune in to see what they have to say.
Wait, oh, I forgot. No, it's okay. I'll live.
I thought you were telling me about my broom head. I was like, wait, I'm showing you my broom head.
Yeah.
Like, I thought you were just like patting your. I don't really know, unless we try and make a double, but like, we're not in the house. Pardon? Yeah.
If we're going to hit the top one, we have to hit the middle.
Yeah?
Either at the curl corner or you have to hit them all the way.
Okay.
And then that one on the button, you need to move back on your next one about a foot. And then just keep on trying to sock them up.
Okay.
Right, create angles and separate arcs.
Okay.
Hitting and rolling this way is only going to leave them a double.
Okay.
So
Are you gonna jam?
I would hit the top one and roll that.
Is there like?
Slow foot and roll to the right.
No, no, I know what. I know. Okay. Yeah. Let's go. No. Do you like still bored, buddy?
Looks like a change in the call. They're going to try and still hit this top stone, but play with the intern. Couldn't exactly make out what their coach was saying, but sounded like they want to hit this top stone and roll into the rings over on the other side. Could definitely work, but feels a little bit trickier than maybe is required. I was maybe looking at playing this same turn, but playing a heavy draw or just a freeze down onto the shot stone. If you get a good angle, you might be able to make something work there. Jenna de Klerk sweeping on the inside, trying to hold it. Makes contact, but just doesn't get the roll. Stays is pretty much a guard for the two shot stones. Couple options here. They don't have the hammer, so I think it would maybe be a bit too ambitious to throw up a guard or throw another draw in. I do like hitting something here. Thought they might just hit the one in the rings. That yellow guard is going to be pretty tricky for Team Aucoin to use, although there is a very makeable double here. About a thin half, third of a rock. Definitely needs to curl up a touch. She'll just tick it just enough to push it.
I think it's the first one. Like, I think that's way out. Yeah. You're good.
No, as I said, if you end up just getting rid of that guard, still gives the opportunity for Team Aucoin to come down, make a freeze, maybe get a couple yellows in the rings and make something happen.
Yeah.
Please wait. Is out there a touch? Is out there a touch?
He's just a little bit off. Evelyn Robert being asked to remove this yellow stone. Sadie McCutcheon on it, needs to hold it off the shot stone, get it by. They will, touches off the back of the red and sticks around back 8 for red. Team Markle now sitting 3. Jenna DeClerc going to be asked once again to try and make this freeze on the shot stone. Don't need to be perfect, but just need to be above the rock.
Yes!
Ideally top 4 in line.
Yeah!
Hard, Maddie, you got it. Hard, hard, hard. Come on, all the way, all the way, all the way.
Line's definitely curling.
Hard,
Sweepers
hard,
need
hard,
to
hard.
hold it on.
Hard, hard, hard.
Just ends up over curling. Definitely space there to pick it out. Broom goes down for Julia Markle. She makes her way to the other end. With that kind of ice, probably throwing a fair bit of weight. Not too worried about trying to stick around. Just hit a half or a third rock. You should be able to pick it clean over the top of that red.
Same thing?
Yeah, with this.
Well executed by Julia there.
Just freeze
Moves
right on
the
top
yellow,
of it,
keeps
that's
all the
good
reds
too.
in place. They continue to
I don't,
sit
like,
3.
if you bump it back, they'll
Only
still try and
2
peel it
rocks
out.
left to come for
Like, if you dead
Daniela.
nose
I like
freeze,
moving it
Time to
a little
decide if
bit
you want to try and get
because
that
it'll sit right back
top,
on this one, and
other
then it's
top
yeah.
yellow into play.
Okay.
like right on top of
Try to
it's
make
perfect.
a freeze, and then
Okay.
they'd be.
And then you can move it on your second.
You try to make a freeze, but Julia might just walk up and peel the other yellow, give them the 2, or may just throw some kind of guard. I thought you could maybe try and make a double
Okay.
and
I think we just
bring
have
the
to
other
sit
one
on
into
top of
play,
it.
but that's still probably only
Move
for
it
2 either.
after my second. But yeah, T-line. Yeah. I think I'm gonna throw 15.
Yes! Hard! Yes!
Freeze once again curling quite a bit in this spot. Not very much rotation, so that rock just grabs and moves a bit more than they expect it to. This rock should be even easier for Julia to remove. In fact, it curled enough. I think you could probably push it by and stay in the top of the 4-foot, choke down the scoring opportunities for Ashley DeZura.
Said no rotation.
And there's the comment right there. Just not a lot of rotation coming down.
not
So
that
when
hard.
you get into those spots that curl a little bit more, they tend to grab a bit earlier than you expect. Maybe curl an extra half rock to a rock, and you end up just missing these shots. Both of those last 2 shots by Team Aucoin were perfect weight. Just not quite getting that broom in the right spot or throwing it the way they want to. So Julia Markle now the chance to make a hit, soft weight, stick around in the top of the 4-foot if you can. This one has some curling to do, I think. Will make contact, roll a bit too far, but still
Right.
gets the job done. Sticks around in the 8-foot, sits 4,
Snows?
and it'll be a nose hit for 1 for Ashley Desert.
How do you like 10? I like
Fairly
it 10.
precise. Don't have too much room to roll either way. Gonna choose to throw the out turn. It's a little bit straighter, a little bit easier to control. Final rock of the 6th.
Yes!
The clerk on the inside working it. Giles on. Needs to hold this line. Can't afford to roll too far. We'll get a good piece of it. Just spin a touch too far out of the 4-foot to give up a steal of 1. And the gloves come off. There's the handshakes. And it will be a win for Julia Markle over Danielle Aucoin. Final score 8-2. And that does it for us here at the Canadian Junior Cup for the evening. We're going to sign off. Let the curlers play some mixed doubles tonight. We'll be back on at 8:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for our featured cup.